Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Miller, and today I want to talk to you about research. It's defined as a systematic process. So, it's an approach that we all take to in our research that leads to new knowledge and a new understanding. So, as you embark on your research journey, you're not merely adding to an existing body of knowledge, you are contributing to the evolution of ideas that can change the world. The cornerstone of your work lies in the meticulous collection, analysis, and interpretation of data. Just as Steve Jobs revolutionized the tech industry with Apple and Elon Musk redefined transportation with Tesla, you too will start with an interest, identify a need or an issue, and forge a path to a solution. Your innovation begins here. As a researcher, prepare to immerse yourself in extensive literature. This isn't just reading, it's a deep dive into a collective wisdom that precedes you. Through this rigorous exploration, you will uncover gaps, perhaps a population gap that hasn't been studied, a method that hasn't been applied, or a knowledge void that hasn't been filled. It's in these gaps that your expertise will flourish. Your study will extend the reach of understanding, whether on a local, regional, or global scale. The heart of your research lies in establishing a goal, a clear goal, an objective, your research problem and question. Where does the literature lead you? What is the gap you've identified? What will you pursue and what will guide your inquiry? Your research question should be a challenge, something that demands time, effort, and a profound understanding to answer. It's not just something to be solved quickly, but a complex issue requiring meaningful data collection. Undoubtedly, a research goal or question is a monumental task and it can feel overwhelming. But remember, the key is to break it down into subproblems, smaller, manageable challenges that, when addressed one by one, make the larger goal achievable. This approach not only makes your research more manageable, but it also ensures that each aspect of the problem is thoroughly explored. Assumptions and hypotheses might seem daunting, but they are simpler than you think. Assumptions are just truths that you just accept as you embark on your study. For example, you may assume that participants' responses in surveys or interviews are accurate depictions of their behaviors and opinions. Past research can also validate these assumptions. Similarly, a hypothesis is an educated guess, a tentative answer to your research question. You might have several hypotheses, particularly in experimental research, though they're less prominent in qualitative studies. To succeed, you must have a deliberate plan, your research design, your research methods. You won't stumble upon your answers by chance. Your approach needs to be strategic, outlining exactly how you will conduct your study. Once you've laid the groundwork, it's time to collect, organize, and analyze the data, arguably the most exciting part of your research. This is where your plans come to life, whether your data is quantitative, qualitative, or a mix of both. This is where you begin to solve your research problem. And finally, the interpretation of the data is where your insight as a researcher truly shines. The data, though, can be both subjective and dynamic. So, two researchers could look at the same set of data and arrive at different conclusions. And this is the beauty and challenge of research. Your unique perspective, shaped by your assumptions, your hypothesis, and reasoning, is really what brings value to the data. It's not just about what the data says, but what it means in the context of your research, question, and the broader field of study. So, as you move forward, embrace the responsibility that comes with being a researcher. Your work is not just for today, it's for the future. The insights you uncover, the questions you answer, and the solutions you propose have the potential to influence your discipline and beyond. Approach each step of your research with dedication, with curiosity, and a commitment to excellence. Your contribution matters,